Hello, my name is Randy Matthews, and I'm sure you're quite shocked to see something like you're viewing on the screen when you're looking for something that could line your pockets with great abundance of exchangeable medium or money. Eh? Well, what you're looking at here is an exact example of what's taking place in the world today, and you are part of that sheeple. I have had many network marketing companies that I have owned. It is the single most powerful means by which to acquire or get a product or a service out to the market. And again, this is myself. I wanted you to be able to see me, to know that I am real. That picture was taken just off the spur of the moment, and the time is 1:02:34. Could not have been more apropos. You can see that was taken from my cell phone, Sprint cell phone, somewhere outside of Boulder, Colorado one day. I believe that you have to be personal. Network marketing, or for that matter, any interaction with human beings when you're trying to convey something, be it a passion or a product, it makes no difference. You have to connect with the individual. In order for it to be a fair exchange of value, you have to build a rapport. But going back, people, what I have found is that we are all in the crosshairs of something far larger than anything that most people can even imagine. A lot of people would call it conspiracy theory. Well, guess what? Turn on your TV, and all those things that myself and others have been thinking about are now we're living in a reality. The only way that we can beat that is for people to be in a happy place and quit thinking about those things that they are pushing on us in the media to get us in a fear-based situation to where we cannot think our way out, that the divine has always told us that we can do. Think and have faith, and you shall receive. We started, I have come from a military type feeling inside. I was part of the United States Navy, a little division there, and I'm associated with a lot of Rangers and other folks that we harmonize. We have been in preparation for the events, be it natural or man-made, for quite some time. I opened up the Radio Daisy chain. It's a retail site. You can go there now. I'm going to be modifying that to adapt it to being word of mouth, if you will. Peer-to-peer marketing. But the Radio Daisy chain was because we are living in a necessity. It's a situation to where if the lights were to go out or a fire was to start, as you'll see in a moment, that people do not have a means by which to communicate. Communication is the single most important thing that you'll need short of water should the mud hit the fan, so to speak. We all hear about the grid going down. It's everywhere. It's everywhere out there. Our grid is antiquated. It's old, and for some reason, they will not fix it, even to support against a CME, a coronal mass ejection, similar to that happened during the Carrington event back in the 1800s. You know, in Houston, Texas, this is a picture taken from a little private plane that we was in of Houston when Cedar Bayou overflooded, and many of these people were without communication. Their family members didn't know where that, if they were safe and sound, or they couldn't reach out to anyone to tell them if they were in a plight. This is another picture of my son's neighborhood in Houston. So this is up front and personal to me. And I'm sure you know of someone who's been affected by natural events. This was sent to me by some friends in Colorado, I do believe, of the forest fires that they have up there. Many people in the hills were not prepared for communication, and no one knew if they were safe or sound or gone. It's a tragedy up there. So what we're doing at the Radio Daisy chain would be able to help those people be prepared and be ready with a communication device. Another picture of Houston. This is, I believe, in Southern California. Some friends out there. It's devastating. So it doesn't have to be an apocalyptic, they're coming to cut your head off, you know, that whole 9 yards that they're trying to feed to us to get us to be afraid. It can be a natural disaster. Whether or not they manipulated the weather, that's another topic for another story. This is of looking up to Gold Hill in Colorado. That hurts my heart deeply. I love Colorado so much. And I have a dear friend that I just got off the phone with that I call Razor. She lives up in this area here. And so it is the need for what I speak of is personal. But a lot of things that people don't realize is that what we really need to, I believe, fear is where I believe that they're trying to push us, because our current monetary system is falling apart here in the country as well as abroad. And the only way that they can hold that to be sound would be for a full global dominance, and to be able to keep the U.S. dollar as the world reserve currency. So many fear that they'll push us into a martial law situation and try to control the masses. This is what I fear the most. Have you seen this? You know, I believe that what we think about, we create. Where attention goes, energy flows, and that is the seed of manifestation. And they've realized if they can keep our attention focused on apocalyptics are coming to get us, then we will, in fact, reach a critical number of people with coherent thought, focused that it's going to happen, and we ourselves create it. For goodness sakes, quit thinking about that, please. Did you hear of Executive Order 13603? You can read over this or stop this video and read it, but it basically has already been signed and gives the president at will the ability to basically own our entire physical being and everything that we have accumulated. God forbid any of you folks ever see this on TV or you're on your cell phone and it goes completely dead without the means of being able to reach out and touch someone and find out what's going on. That was the reason that caused us to open the Radio Daisy Chain as a retail location, a retail store. Retail is going very slow because there is no carrot dangling there. As Ansel Rothschild once told his sons, go out and find me something that we can give to the minions that will help our agenda without them knowing it, and we can win any battle. I took that to heart, and I realized that we have a certain amount of money that we have added into this, into the Radio Daisy Chain cost of what we call the Emergency Radio Communication Boot Camp, to teach people how to use a handheld ham radio, that we are going to use the essence and the power of network marketing to be able to cause you the ability to make more money than Bear has aspirins. If you have a passion and you pass that passion on to someone that they truly need this, which they do and you do now, then you can make more money if that's your objective than you can possibly imagine, while helping yourself, helping your community, helping your state, and helping this great country. Because the more people we have that are in touch when the lights go out, that will be a direct blow to those who tried to create it man-made. And they'll wonder, how come those tens of thousands of people are still in touch and they're not in fear? That's because we have taught them how to use this particular handheld ham radio. This is no toy. It requires an FCC license to be able to operate it. This little radio right here, priced right, we offer 2 of these radios in a package, so you're in on the buddy plan, so to speak. So that when you do get licensed up and you key that mic up for the first time, you're going to be reaching out and touching someone that you truly love dearly, and you want them to be in touch as well. We will then daisy chain those small communities to other communities in your area, and daisy chain to others all the way up to where we're going to have a base station in Pennsylvania that's going to be operated and manned by an ex-Ranger communications ranger. And so that's what we're going to be offering our folks. We have a complete course that we will walk you through online together. And we have the answers to every question that they're going to ask on that exam to get your FCC license to operate that radio legally. We have every question. We have every answer. All that we've got to do is meet together and study and study. If, in fact, you study, you pass your test within the first 45 days, and you bring 3 other students, if you will, in with us to help us build our organization nationally and globally, you'll receive your complete tuition free. That's a carrot we're dangling. Plus, we have an unbelievable affiliate program that will blow the doors off any single comp plan out there. If you're looking for a networking deal, how can I say that? Because I own some of the largest ones ever created. SkyBiz and others that I was involved with, and at 14 Eagles, 64,000 people in the first week. So I know how to tilt it in favor of the house. This time it's tilted directly for the members. And I'm proud to say that. If you are a patriot and you're also in need of exchangeable media money, and you're looking to help save your loved ones' lives and to also help support this country, I'm positioning generals and leaders right now. You can email me at radiodaisychain.com. Jedi1 is what some people call me, at radiodaisychain.com, or you can reach me at this number here. I did say I was in Texas, however, this is not a Texas number, but it will reach me. You can go to radiodaisychain.com and see our current retail site. We're adjusting the shopping cart area to reflect 2 radios instead of just 1 for the package that we have. Click the button below, and I know that you put in your first name and email earlier. If you are truly interested in making a lot of money and in the process being able to help secure the safety and well-being of your family and others, click the link below and I need additional information. I can't send you a radio without your address, and I can't call you unless I have a phone number. So click the link below, fill in the form, and you will be inside of my world, and we'll be in touch with you. You can go to radiodaisychain.com and see when we have regular scheduled calls. And until then, I'll leave you with this. Once a person who has been honestly mistaken all of their lives learns the truth, they either cease to be mistaken or they cease to be honest. What say you? Look forward to working with you and help save this country. This is Jedi 1. We down.